Hello students, today I will be teaching you about plant tissues. First of all, let's understand what are tissues. Tissues are a group of cells which are similar in their structure and function. That means cells which look alike and those that perform the same type of function are called as tissues. There is a vast difference between plant and animal tissue. First, today we are going to study about plant tissues. When a small seed starts growing or a twig starts growing from a cutting or a grafting, the new twigs or the new leaves that come out, that is because of the presence of meristematic tissue. This meristematic tissue is a dividing tissue present in all the growing parts of a plant. They are present in three parts of a plant, either at the top, in the middle, or at the side, what we call as apical, intercalary and lateral meristem. Now once the plant has attained its growth, this meristematic tissue is of no use. That means the plant needs to grow no more. So what it does, this tissue changes into permanent tissue. That means they are assigned different work. This permanent tissue then is either divided into simple permanent or complex permanent. What is the difference between simple and complex? Simple means there is only one type of cell, and complex means there are more than two types of cells. So first we will see simple permanent tissue. In simple permanent tissue, we see that they are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. First, parenchyma. The basic function of parenchyma is to make food and store food for the plant. The cells of this parenchyma are thin-walled, which you can see here. They are loosely packed within the plant cells, within the plant tissues, and they manufacture or they perform photosynthesis. When they perform photosynthesis, instead of calling them parenchyma, we call them as chlorenchyma. The word chlorine comes from the word chlorophyll. That means it performs photosynthesis. But there are water plants or aquatic plants like water lily, lotus, where the flowers or the leaves float on the surface. All of you have seen lotus, the leaves float on the surface. So the floating of the leaves on the water is because of parenchymatous tissue which change in the form of erenchyma. Erenchyma comes from the word air bubbles, which gives buoyancy to the floating plant. That means it makes the plant float on the surface of water. So what we learn? Parenchyma are of two types, either chlorenchyma if they perform photosynthesis, or erenchyma if they give buoyancy to the plant. Next, we come to collenchyma. Collenchyma are those tissues which you can see I have drawn here. The sides are thickened. Here it was simple loose, and here they are thickened at the sides. The main function of collenchyma is to give flexibility to the plant. What is this flexibility? Flexibility is, all of you have seen when the wind blows, the plant sways, and when the wind stops blowing, the plant comes back to its natural position. It is because of this collenchyma tissue the plant sways but does not break, but it comes back to its original position. So just a repetition, parenchyma either photosynthesis or buoyancy, and collenchyma does help the plant in flexibility. The third one is sclerenchymatous tissue. You can see I have drawn here. These tissues have cells which are thickened at the whole side. That means the whole cell is thickened because these are dead tissues and they give mechanical support to the plant. These two tissues, parenchyma and collenchyma, are living, and sclerenchyma are dead tissues giving mechanical support to the plant.